Alright. Check, make sure it wants to behave a second time. And we are back, paralyzed, to do a pastel themed house. I feel like I keep pronouncing that different. Anyways, I've already turned the day in build mode to where I think is the best light and cleared up all the gobbledygook there. You know, it's funny to have like this bright and happy house behind that one because some people have some mixed thoughts. People think if you go there, they're upset, and there's clearly a setting there for something dark. Like maybe their kid died and never came back, or he was abducted by people or aliens. You know, you see the scaffolding and everything. Oh, I guess it wasn't completely cleared out. But we're gonna put it here anyways. I mean, you know, I'll probably put this back. Their house is not going to be that big. It's usually preferable that it's not that big. Uh, I guess technically you want the grid on, but in build when I always use that shape. In build when you're having trouble with certain things, or if it feels like, see how it goes there easily, if it stops you and it doesn't add that wall or something and you have the grid on, it can help um, to turn the grid off, put the item back or whatever that you wanted to place, and then turn it back on, or just leave it off. It does not matter. We'll just assume that's the bathroom. Office? I feel like that's not big enough. Their items are kind of big. Yeah, I think we'll do stairs. We can have a second layer. White stairs? And we're gonna page up. I don't know, just take this whole box. I'm undecided. So we're gonna have that be another bathroom. Bedroom 1. Is that unfair? We know it's not long enough. I'm not even placing it yet, damn it. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. And then, just in case, we're gonna page up again, make sure the wall is, or the, ceiling, whatever is there, and do the roof. Because I'll forget. Not to do the roof, but to do the roof correctly. And you want to page up to make for sure that it's on the correct layer and it goes invisible like it's supposed to when you're moving around the house. Yeah, I love that a lot of the items that we can resize, when you hit copy item, you get exactly what you created. Now, obviously we need this a bit bigger, but, well, longer. I still want that. But it's good. Nice and handy tool if you didn't know you could do that. I know it doesn't go over. Goodness. I'll just shrink it into... Sometimes, even if I do have a reason to do this, I'll add a little bump out to make my box look a little bit better. Um, let's see. Or I guess we could just do the square. I'm okay with roofing, I think. That's what I'm going to tell myself. I find that completely acceptable. And I need to speak louder. I can hear myself. I don't know if you can hear me that well. And even though I don't have much to say, if I do think of something that some people might have been confused on, I would hope you could hear my tips. I mean, I built a little. It's on the Steam Workshop. I don't know if they automatically have pictures. It looks like they have pictures. But if you can't see the pictures, I usually just give it a generic name and, drop in what it is. If you see me using something that I have built or have taken from there, I haven't taken too much off the workshop, but there's a lot of good builders. Maybe we could just completely stand out. Give it a pink roof. I want about that shade, just in pink. I don't know if you can do anything else, but just, yeah, make sure you're covering every piece. And yes, of course, you can, it should copy over very easily if you decide on the color ahead of time. But obviously, I was undecided. This actually could go in a bit more. Now then, with wallpaper, obviously you can paint this little bit here. I guess it could still be layered like that. Is it this one? Possibly. It could be white. But, like, actually. Super white. I think you have to be facing it. Oh, I did bring that in too much. Oh well, it's fine. Usually it does both sides. Yeah. But if not, then don't worry. It's just a glitch. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I knew I should listen to the blue line. Always listen to the blue line, unless you deliberately want it to be different. Usually it'll pop up so you have a visual reference. Actually, I could just use more siding. Just in blue now. I don't know that this looks right, but, you know. Oh, I have an idea. It's in my head. I don't know that it will look as good as it does in my head, but and then hit that button to do all the way around. Maybe like that, yes, but lighter. What do we think? Or maybe it should just also be blue. I thought the green might work, but maybe not. Again, yes, but not dark enough. Ugh. Or too dark. You know what I mean. I mean, you know. It's questionable. But you know what? I think it looks cozy. I don't know that anything I'm doing actually looks good, but I can say it looks cozy. Yeah. I can't figure out how to not do it. I think it might be that way, but I noticed when you add fenced in areas and then you have your walls partially down, you'll have it be down on the other side where the fence is. And I assume that's because it's treating it like a whole other room, which I mean it is, but I don't know if I prefer that or if I prefer that wall to be up when I'm towards the kitchen. But it's fine. Just I know it's coming. I don't know why I was deciding on a window before a door, but here we are. Um, we don't really have a super fancy door. It's kind of offensive. Oh no, that's good. There, see like that? So it lets you know. Hi babe, I'm recording. He had to work today. I did not, but I had several days after this, so I wanted to put out something because I am not going to be in the mood to record when I do my other shifts. I I don't want to do them at all. They're all terrible. I'm not really a morning person. I don't sleep well, but at least when I have no duties to be in charge of, I can function. But as soon as you mix that with work, oh, so very unpleasant. Mm. That doesn't exactly line up with it, does it? Now, you can easily put a mirror. Well, yeah, I mean a mirror, but you can easily put a window between rooms if you so choose to do that. But I usually try not to, just in case it wanted to be buggy. That would certainly be a good excuse for it. Are those not all the same? I swear I've been staring at the screen too long. I know. Someone is like me and wanted to put them all in those little squares. Well, I also wanted them on the line. I don't care, one or the other. Also, I draw for Toolworks. That's faster. Hmm. Whatever. The windows are uneven because I only care so much. I don't really spend too much time looking at my windows. Not when I play Paralives, really. Anything. Upstairs, maybe something smaller. Hmm. Or I guess we could just do those for the whole house. Okay, I don't know why I was having a delayed reaction. just out of habit, sometimes I like to have different windows on the up and downstairs of the house, but sometimes it looks better this way. I know they gotta be in the lot, damn it. Honestly. Testing my patience unnecessarily. You know, it's not really good for your health. I'm short. I go for the ankles. If you're wondering where the ankles are in a video game, it's somewhere in the user files. Don't mind me, I'm being stupid. Go away, Pylos.
You're not stupid. Think about it.
I guess it only need to line up with that. I mean, it looks like it lines up, but maybe not. If you did not bring forth any things of liquid, I would very much appreciate some water. If you can hear me in there. Can you hear me in there? I don't know. I said if you didn't bring any liquids of drink, I could use some water.
I had a tea. It's in the fridge at work. Except about it.
Okay, we can have it tomorrow. I'm recording. Water. Water. No more talking. Goodness. It's so loud. Come on now. I was thinking I could put a window up there. But even if you press Alt, not so. Okay. See, I think it's coming together. Now, about the inside. I mean, these insides are pretty big. Simple. I feel like we're probably gonna need another bathroom, but care not I. And I need an archway. It doesn't really matter. Because you can just click on the archway and make it bigger. Freedom to build. Actually, now I think about it, I do need a window. Window? Well, duh. I need a door that goes out. I mean, I'm pretty sure they could fit through there, but, I was talking about the fences because I do want them to have a closed-in backyard. Because I say so. Eh. Hang on. That is water for me, butt munch. Give me my water. Goodness. Thank you. uh, just I saw on Discord, all over the world, the heat is evil. Do we want it like that? I guess it could be even. But for some reason, I do not want it even. Anyways, let's go ahead and get rid of the flooring. I don't know when we're getting pools, but I'm itching for pools, and I'm sure that they will do a nice grand job. I don't think you can hear me drinking, but if you can, I'm sorry. But again, the heat. Right, this one. Just a little basic outdoor. Put a little, actual grass. Not like that. There you go. And maybe some wildflowers mixed in. Because those are kind of pastel. There you go. I don't know if I can make the trees. Oh, I might be able to. I never noticed. Or maybe just one of these. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And if you're curious, that's another thing you can do. um, you can make that smaller. And just make a nice big old copy of it. Then you can change the height again. Actually, maybe one that's bigger. Maybe this one. Oh, goodness. But also on the lighter side. Kind of have that over here. Let's make it a little, not too big, but just a little. Now, back to these. And maybe one more over here, but smaller. It suits their family so well, I think. I don't know. Look, I'm working with what I got. Okay. And because I'm going to forget, make sure you have a mailbox somewhere on something. Because I want to have some flower boxes. Planter. Blue, maybe? Like that. Hey, is that uneven? And I didn't notice. I wouldn't be surprised. Yep. make sure you regularly click back. Give it a minute. It's okay. Sometimes it gets moody when you're building. But do not click. You could easily overload it and make it crash. We do not want this. But you'd think would be obvious, but usually the first thing people do is start clicking sporadically. Don't do that. Just let it have its moment. But we just want to make sure we can get back to this point. Sometimes 10, but mostly I do my building at noon. Nice clear lighting. Alright, so I'll probably do some more with the landscape, but for now. Actually, that's already a little bit more pastel. This one. That could be for the parents' room. Wait, where did I put them? Uh, hmm. Well, that was going to be the kitchen, but maybe the kitchen should be out here, actually. I changed my mind. We're gonna put the kitchen over here. So we're gonna move this window closer here. There. Now it doesn't line up at all. That's okay. I do that a lot. Alright, and we need... You know, I realize that's a really big bathroom, but I do not feel like resizing it. That actually could work. But we'll make it a little bit smaller. You know what? Those should switch. Firstborn gets the bigger room. Oh, their bathroom's also massive, but that's okay. That just means more pointless decorating for me. I don't know why I clicked off of it. Yeah, that... It could just be something simple for basic living, yeah. And then... That's good for the office. Bathroom. Yeah, I could see that. But I do not want them to be the same. That almost works. One of these colors is too light. Or too dark. At least it looks dark, maybe not? Yeah. Okay, I think that's all my walls painted. And... basic flooring for the bathroom. Now they do have this tool that you can use. It could be a little bit buggy with the walls, and that's just a separator tool. Now you can kind of get it to work, but it doesn't always work quite so smoothly. Which is okay because it's early access, but if you're already sitting there spending all this time on the build, you probably don't want to do anything that's definitely going to mess it up. Uh, Flooring is purple, so why not we make that purple? It doesn't all have to be dark milky. It could be a little, I mean light. I was trying to combine my options. It could have a little bit of body. A little bit. See, that's too much. Almost. Make it. I feel like I didn't really change that at all. I mean, it's saying it changed, but does that look better? Fine. If you want to have. Okay, I think that's lighter. At least we're going to say that that's lighter. I don't want it to exactly line up with the wall, though. It's like a little. It's okay. Is that everything? Everything except other things that we forget. I've noticed sometimes the firefighters work, sometimes they don't. But in case you're playing on a day that they do, always make sure you have one of those. See, that time it behaved. Oh my gosh, spastic save when you build. And it's okay if you want to watch this in parts or if you only want to watch part of it. I will not be offended. You do you. But I would really rather not have a whole bunch of build videos. I mean, if I did, I guess I would figure out how to do speed builds. It's definitely not. No, I don't feel like it. Anyways, let's go back outside. Well, I guess it's okay if it's right there. Put it above the flowers. I'd remember where it is maybe a tiny bit better. So I think those are nice. Hit cancel and make them bigger. And when you hit shift to raise your items, it also copies that if it's functioning correctly. See, I have lots of tips. You may not need them all or any, but they're there. I have so much to do, but I still think it looks pretty. Bushes, I'm not so worried about. Um, don't go there. I know what you were thinking. Stop it. You know, some of these flowers, you can have your paras smell them. Stop and smell the flowers once in a while. Few things. Don't want to overdo it. And yet we do. Um, Now, yes, they have dirt, but I don't really use it so much because the terrain paint doesn't really layer, and the intensity sucks. You can make it smaller, I guess, but yeah, if you'd really like to add a little bit in, make sure you do it right on the edge so it doesn't undo what you've already done. Okay, it's, you know, a bit plain. But sometimes it's good because, unfortunately, that seems to be another bug. You might place this down and it does not copy the the landscaping, unfortunately. But at least you can see how to do it, or you can just make it look better. I don't know. Whichever happened. Oh, right, I forgot. We are going to want to turn it dark. I mean, you know, the lights are not very bright at all, but I think maybe it's a little better putting the lights down when the other lights are out. I'm not exactly sure why, but just out of habit. I mean, if you can't see the lights, at least you know something's broken. Mm. Lighting isn't the best with the lamps and everything. I mean, you know, all of this stuff. I think it's better than natural lights that they have, but you know, when you have these ginormous spaces for no reason because red was out of control. I mean, it's okay. How much do you really have to do in the everyday? I'm about to cheat them some money. But why is it popping off? Oh, maybe because I played so many. It's okay. That might be another glitch. Like a limit how many lights you can put? I don't know. Okay. Well, it's good enough. Okay. See, like that. So you go right on rock through. But it's okay, actually. I kind of like how their backyard looks. Maybe I want to look at it this time. Let's start with the office. that that's less frightening. It's like, I mean, you can make good use of the stuff they have, but you know, they do have a limit of the stuff that they have. So you don't always need these big gigantic spaces, but that's where we are, and I don't feel like taking the time to shrink it. Maybe more on the orange side. With the white computer. Oh, it's automatically white. And yeah, I'm not going to get this house all decorated. Now, even though it's pastel theme, I don't want everything to be like exactly the same. If anything, the pops of dark will be from the wood. And other different decorative items. Maybe not that much. Oh, is that a chicken or a guy? We can turn the lighten it a little. I think it's a chicken. Or a bird flying. I don't know. They did that on purpose, obviously. Ooh, and plants. I'm not going to pastelify the plants. It's still going to be the main thing, but ooh, that could be its touch of red. Kinda. Whatever. I think it fits. Bit of color here and there. Sometimes the pillows snap right up there, but like I said, shift. Now, I noticed this works, but if you use the advanced tool, toggle the advanced transform tool. Sometimes it'll work, it'll go in right where you need it, but then as soon as you do something else, I mean anything at all, then it's gonna fly somewhere, out your house, or it's gonna drop down below where you have it. It's not perfectly done. I don't know when they'll have time to fix it, since that is more on the detailed side. Oh, their kitchen. I don't know that I would consider that done so much as let's keep it moving along. Damn clown furniture. I hate it. That might look better. To like soften it up, but not too much. And if you're having trouble placing your items, of course you can press Alt, or just, if you have enough space, just move them away from the wall, place them, and then put it back. Do we want white? Not really. Kind of tempted to have these. They go right in. Is that too tacky? Maybe. Maybe we should limit our tackiness just a little. Lighten that up just a tiny smidgen. Pilos, you're not helping. I also appreciate that we can just kind of fit those into place. And they work just fine, but in general, unless it's coded for them to add another spot, you're not going to get one just because you dragged it out. So you might still just have one little spot when you put things on there. What is it? Like, see? Still only one, even though there's clearly room for something else. Just to keep in mind. Okay. Now you hit these little dots if you hadn't noticed, so that you can get your cabinets. I would put them where you want them and then resize them. You can also press Alt when you're moving stuff directly on the wall. That'll stop it from clicking where you don't want it. And then this one has the shelves I like. I know, it doesn't exactly match, but I mean, it's just a little bit off. It's fine. It's fine, Red doesn't care. I really don't. Should be white, if anything. Or actually, no, not a coffee maker. They can just have the whole set. I do want them to have a microwave. We just love... Oh no. I saw it give me that attitude. I don't want it to crash. Now I'm in the middle of decorating. This is the last step before its abuse. I mean, I would just show this video as is and then upload it. But let's avoid that. Let's see. Nice stack of plates. Some of these you could color. Some you can't, but you know, it's fine. I'm not twitching, you are. Um, there you go. And then moving right on. See, this one, it'll tell you what it is when you add the chair. Not necessarily the TV I want, but even though TV, table. But yeah, so not everything is a perfect resize, but that is okay. See, that table looks really dull. Gosh, I think that needs to be brightened up a little bit, actually. A nice firm color. Okay. Then a trash can. I guess you could color that. But not by much. No. Let's see. Nah. That's better. And a little. This might cause me problems. It does every time. Actually, that didn't misbehave so much. Sometimes it does because it's loading on the images. I don't think there's really a limit to what pictures you can have there. You pick this button, scroll all the way to the bottom, hit this plus, it'll go to your paralyzed photo mode, or you know, just whatever image it can convert. I think they need to be PNG, but you know, you'll figure it out. So very much space. Honestly, I probably could have made the kitchen bigger. But I also do not want it to be too big. Just because if it's going to crash because of the size of your house, it's going to crash because of the size of your house. Let's see. Set money. If I could spell. There we go. I don't think I need that much, but let's give him a nice big. Is that a cactus couch? I don't think I've ever acknowledged that this existed. What am I looking for? Oh. I want a picture first. Something unrelated. Wrong button. Damn it. Kind of looks like it's going to come alive and eat you. Now that I've said that it's been spoken into existence, quick, shut up. No, I want a super big one for this space. And then a slightly smaller one for that space. Have it move a little closer, actually. And the smallest one, the chair. See, we can spread things out. We know how to do things. This one. That's the one I want to edit. Move that around. There. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. I have a feeling the game does not like that I'm building this giant house. No. Well, actually, yeah. Coffee table. And of course the stuff that doesn't quite work yet, but you know, it's there. It's a thought that counts, I think. We need some of these have to be a bit darker. I don't know, I keep looking at that rug. I feel like something's not working. Let's lighten it up some more. Good. It's usually easier after the first time. I don't actually want it to be overlapping the window though. Hungry for ice cream? No. I mean, maybe. Goodness. A little bit. Okay. Send this out. I need some shelves. Or at least one of those. Oh, that goes on the wall. Well, I do not need that. Does it look weird totally blocking that window? Probably. But we're going to put random stuff around it anyways. What the hell is this? Huh. No. Yeah. Proper house stores everything behind the couch, even if it's completely irrelevant to do so. I could have sworn that would fit up there. Fine. Then here. Actually, she could paint down here, I guess. Oh, I didn't know we had a ladder and a bike in there. These are not items that I require. Oh. That's because I'm looking at the wrong section. Whatever. It's like one of them can paint here. And I need another shelf. Yeah, I think that's just barely going to cut it. I forgot, I don't need that. Just make the container bigger. No. And now, a lot of times when you're zooming in and out, these little decorations disappear. I don't think that's a bug. I think that's ease of performance. And a chick for absolutely no reason. I need a rug that has paint splatter on it. And off in your own little whatever. Man, I already don't know how long I've been recording, but it's okay. You know, we can bounce around and do absolutely nothing. Well, I guess if it's hers. And I think that there needs to be a seat there. No. Something also yellow. Soft and sweet. I need these. Art supplies out the wazoo. Nobody needs this many, but they have them, right? Right. Maybe a little table here. I'm not so interested in the walls. I have figured out how to make people pose. For photos. Although I still struggle with raising babies up if their parents are holding them. But I'm gonna have photos all over the house. So I don't really need them to have too much. Wait, actually, that was too much. Oh, I'm testing fate. Save it. I mean, I guess you could technically save versions of it as you're going along to the gallery, workshop, whatever. But I just don't want a whole bunch of stuff because then I have to go in and delete it, and Red's too lazy for that. I can take up space with a toilet, I think. Actually, maybe instead of white, it should match. Or this one? That one, but more colorful. Like that. Because I want a nice big mirror right there. Well, kind of big. I don't really see the point in adding a second one, but whatever. Guess that's okay. Yeah, this game really makes you appreciate clutter. Oops. Which means we don't have enough of it. Oh! You can put stuff on the windowsill. I don't know why you would want to, but that's good to know. And also kind of an issue. I'm bound to lose lots of stuff on my windowsill. Hmm. Did I not just pick it up? And you know, obviously these are included, these little things disappear, so you can just go ahead and put everything that you want up there. It's not all going to be loaded at once. No, not those ones. Wait, is this on the wall? Oh, it's just thick. For some reason, I thought that was flat. That's okay. Sure, fine, whatever. Um, I'd change the color on these just so I can pretend that they're different products. Not that it matters or that anybody asks, but that's what we're doing. Honestly, the way it's going, it definitely could have had some more. But I like the way I mixed it all together. I think that's doing it again. We want it right there. Alright. And I need. I forgot. Sure, why not? What do I care? More shelves. Bathroom, cleaning. We're getting down to the wire. Kind of. There's even more stacks of clothes that you can have in the other section, but I need these ones. Mom's on the bottom, because why not? What do we care? I need a... Gosh, if you're still here, you're a trooper. I think that's maximized space a little bit. Well, let us just keep on moving, because this video is getting kind of long. But I don't want to split it up. Purple. Frame. Actually, I need to switch that. I wanted the sheets to be white. Like that. What am I doing? Make it bigger first. Uh, lighter, add some curtains. Now at this point, I'm really just talking unnecessarily, but it doesn't matter. But see, this is why we don't do very many builds. Because I'm too lazy to edit them, and that makes them super long. Yay, we love it. It's so great, having a good time. I mean, I am. I don't know if anybody watching is. And mirrors are still possessed as far as I know. If you never looked at a mirror while it's next to your bed, usually you can see the par all twisted up in different shapes through the mirror. pops of brown. Make that a bit bigger. Turn it. No, like this. And then alt it so it doesn't snap. I need another chair. So unnecessarily. Be a little bit darker. Oops. And then I need a blue rug because it's for both of them. I'm trying to think of words that you make with your face, but now we're in the zone. I'd like to think. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. No, I know for a fact I am. What does that do with anything? Nothing. Oh wait, I used those in the living room, didn't I? Just a little bit. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's somewhat okay. Well, see, that's not so bad. Clearless, technically that's not done. Shoes. And just a basic. Man, I have it so full of pictures that that's a little bit more manageable. Gosh, how long have I been working on this? I don't know. Actually, I think their floor is a little bit more pastel than downstairs. But you know what? That's okay. I think. Mm. You know, maybe I should go ahead and cut it. I really don't want to, but I still have so much more I have to do. Alright, fine. We'll cut it. I don't want to. Mm. I'm having distinct issues. Alright, fine. We'll cut it because this is going on longer than I thought it would. The next one should be significantly shorter, I think. I was trying to fit it all into one video, but I don't really know how to do that, I guess. Alright. Here's the end of part one. We're just gonna finish the house in the other one. Bye!